step forward, 2 steps slow, 3 turns under violet glow. The mirrored wall ran floor to ceiling, clouded by a silver stain. Every dance across before it, none appeared inside the frame. A woman wore a green silk evening dress, a man wore navy blue. They turned beneath the chandelier, but glass showed only empty room. The singer watched them from the stage. She counted every pair. 100 bodies filled the ballroom. The mirror said no one was there. Turn once for the living, turn twice for the gone, turn 3 times slowly. Do not look when the lights come on. Dances without reflections, turning where the black tide calls. Dances without reflections, moving through the mirrored walls. No faces in the silver, no shadows on the floor. Dances without reflections, keep returning for one dance more. Dances without reflections, hold your partner through the night. When the music reaches silence, do not step into the light. The drummer saw his arms reflected, the bassist saw his hands. The singer saw the empty microphone and waves across the glass. The organ player saw a doorway standing open in the sea. Behind it danced another ballroom full of people yet to be. One reflection moved without a body, one woman crossed the pane. She wore the singer's black stage dress, she mouthed the final refrain. Turn once for the living, turn twice for the gone, turn 3 times slowly. The mirror has learned the song. Dances without reflections, turning where the black tide calls. Dances without reflections, moving through the mirrored walls. No faces in the silver, no shadows on the floor. Dances without reflections, keep returning for one dance more. Dances without reflections, hold your partner through the night. When the music reaches silence, do not step into the light. The woman took my left hand, the navy man took my right. They led me toward the silver wall beneath the failing light. I felt no glass against my fingers, I felt no frame or floor. I heard the band continue playing from the other side of the mirror. 1 step forward, 2 steps slow, 3 turns under violet glow. When I turned to face the ballroom, my reflection did not show. Dances without reflections, turning where the black tide calls. Dances without reflections, now I'm moving through the walls. No face inside. water climbed the pilings. No cars crossed the coastal line, but someone started smiling. The ballroom had been closed for years, its windows blind with salt. The county chained the western gate and blamed the winter storms. But on the 23rd of June at 12:07 sharp, the letters over Coral Pier began to glow through dark. A woman stood behind the glass, one hand around the wire. Her dress was black, her eyes were still, her microphone held fire. No tickets at the doorway, no footprints on the road. Still the amplifiers answered when the ocean struck the poles. Black Coral Pier, turn the ballroom lights on. Black Coral Pier, play until the night is gone. Let the spring reverb roll where the black waves disappear. There's a voice beneath the boardwalk calling everyone to Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier, keep the final channel clear. Black Coral Pier, something wants to hear. The drummer counted 1 through 4, a fifth beat rose below. The bass line moved beneath the floor where no musician stood. The farfisa filled the empty hall with violet, rust and gold. The dancers came without a sound, all dressed in clothes too old. The singer leaned toward the crowd, her voice was smoke and rain. Across the bay, the sleeping town could hear the first refrain. No names upon the posters, no band listed on the wall. Still 100 shadow dancers turned beneath the mirrored ball. Black Coral Pier, turn the ballroom lights on. Black Coral Pier, play until the night is gone. Let the spring reverb roll where the black waves disappear. There's a voice beneath the boardwalk calling everyone to Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier, keep the final channel clear. Black Coral Pier, something wants to hear. The tide changed color at 12:43. The windows filled with water at 12:44. The singer closed her eyes at 12:45. The dancers lost their shadows at 12:46. The western door swung wide at 12:47. The ballroom faced the tide. Black Coral Pier, keep the ballroom lights on. Black Coral Pier, play though every road is gone. Let the spring reverb roll where the black waves disappear. Now the ocean stands inside us. Now we belong to Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier, keep the final channel clear. Black Coral Pier, the water's here. Purple letters, black and foam. No one entered, no one went home. Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier. found the neon gone. Morning found 4 lines of footprints moving westward after dawn. The county men arrived at 7. Rain was hanging in the air. Every table stood in order. No musician waited there. The amplifier tubes were glowing. The organ held a fading tone. The microphone was white with salt. The reel continued on. 4 white paths crossed through the ballroom. 4 white paths descended stairs. 4 sets reached the final piling. No returning prints were there. 4 footprints after dawn, walking where the tide had gone. 4 footprints after dawn. No shoes, no names, no one. The ocean kept the answer. The ballroom kept the song. 4 footprints reached the water. Nothing else came back at dawn. 1 set matched the singer's boots. 1 set matched the drummer's size. 1 was narrow, 1 was heavy. All 4 ended with the tide. No bodies crossed the headland. No boats had left the bay. The Coast Guard searched until the evening. The footprints washed away. Inside the booth, the final record played a chorus, soft and low. A woman whispered through the statics, we did not leave alone. 4 footprints after dawn, walking where the tide had gone. 4 footprints after dawn. No shoes, no names, no one. The ocean kept the answer. The ballroom kept the song. 4 footprints reached the water. Nothing else came back at dawn. The photographer took 12 pictures. 11 showed the empty shore. The final frame showed 5 dark figures standing near the ballroom door. 4 were facing toward the ocean. 1 was facing toward the lens. Her dress was made of tangled seaweed. Her smile was wide and thin. The negative was locked in storage. By morning it had turned to black. Only 4 pale lines remained there. 4 lines that never traveled back. 1 for the singer, 1 for the drum, 1 for the bass line, 1 for the organ, 4 for the music vibe, for the sea. 4 footprints after dawn. The 5th one followed me. 4 footprints after dawn, walking where the tide had gone. Every broken neon letter learn to breathe again. The sign above the ballroom cast a fever on the bay. Every wave returned the colors in a slightly different shape. Red became a line of faces, blue became a moving hand, green crossed underneath the pier and disappeared beneath the sand. The singer watched from the window, her reflection watched below. When she lifted one hand slowly, something underwater followed. Neon in the current, neon in the foam. Every color left the building, none of them went home. Neon water at midnight, running violet through the tide. Neon water at midnight, there are dancers underneath the light. Hold the rhythm near the shoreline, let the tremolo burn bright. Every wave becomes a doorway in the neon water at midnight. Neon water at midnight, turning black and pink and white. Neon water at midnight, something's learning how to rise. Cars slowed down along the highway. Drivers heard the Farfisa cry. Some could see the ballroom shining, some saw only empty sky. One old fisherman near Point Reyes said the sea had formed a stage. He saw figures turning slowly in clothes from another age. He heard a woman sing his first name, though she stood a mile away. Then the radio inside his truck began to play the same refrain. Neon in the speaker, neon in his eyes. Every channel found the ballroom, every dial refused to slide. Neon water at midnight, running violet through the tide. Neon water at midnight, there are dancers underneath the light. Hold the rhythm near the shoreline, let the tremolo burn bright. Every wave becomes a doorway in the neon water at midnight. Neon water at midnight, turning black and pink and white. Neon water at midnight, something's learning how to rise. Pink for the singer, green for the floor, orange for the light behind the locked western door, blue for the water, white for the foam, black for the people who dance too far from home. Every color had a heartbeat, every heartbeat found a name. When the singer stopped the chorus, the water sang the same. Neon water at midnight, running violet through the tide. Neon water at midnight, now the dancers touch the light. Hold the rhythm near the shoreline, let the final color rise. Every wave becomes a doorway in the neon water at midnight. Neon water at midnight, turning black beneath the sky. Neon water at midnight, do not follow where it shines. Pink on the water, green in the rain. Play the chorus once again. across the entrance. No engines reach the shore. Still the parking lot was crowded with reflections from before. The ticket booth stood empty. The boardwalk clock read 10. At 11, music started. At midnight, it began again. No tire marks crossed the gravel. No footsteps left the street. Still the ballroom floor was shaking with 100 moving feet. Sheriff Hall drove from the county. He stopped beside the coastal sign. The road ahead was dry and open. His dashboard said he'd crossed the line. No cars on the boardwalk, no names beside the gate. No one came to see the music. Still the music would not wait. No cars on the boardwalk, but the ballroom's full tonight. No cars on the boardwalk, still the windows burn with light. No headlights in the mirror, no shadows on the road. No cars on the boardwalk, but somebody drove us home. No cars on the boardwalk, no keys inside the door. No cars on the boardwalk, still the engines start below. The sheriff walked toward the building. His radio began to hum. Through the static came a woman singing words he'd heard when young. Do not cross the final piling, do not follow violet light. Then the voice became his mother's, though she died in '59. He turned back toward his cruiser. There were 4 cars parked beside. Each one bore an older license. Each one held a man inside. None were breathing, none were moving. Every radio played low and the chorus reached the final line. All 4 engines started slow. No cars on the boardwalk, no drivers at the wheel. Every road became a circle. Every circle became real. No cars on the boardwalk, but the ballroom's full tonight. No cars on the boardwalk, still the windows burn with light. No headlights in the mirror, no shadows on the road. No cars on the boardwalk, but somebody drove us home. No cars on the boardwalk, no keys inside the door. No cars on the boardwalk, still the engines start below. First road north, back to the pier. Second road south, the ballroom appeared. Third road east, the ocean turned black. Fourth road west, the singer looked back. No matter the distance, no matter the line, every road met the water. At exactly midnight. No cars on the boardwalk, but the ballroom's full tonight. No cars on the boardwalk, now the shoreline burns with light. No headlights in the mirror, no shadows on the road. No cars on the boardwalk. We never drove back home. You're late for the final show. You're late for the final show. Salt on the microphone, salt along the wire. Every word I gave the room returned a little higher. The metal tasted like the ocean. White crystals crossed the grill. I wiped them from the microphone. They formed again and held. No window had been opened. No spray had crossed the stage. Still the stand was wet with seawater. Still the cable smelled of age. I sang one line about the coastline. The speaker answered from below. My voice returned with someone else's, breathing underneath the note. Salt on the microphone, a voice inside the phone. Salt on the microphone, something wants to sing me home. Every word becomes a current, every breath becomes a stone. There is salt on the microphone. I am not singing alone. The drummer heard his sticks grow heavy. The bassist watched the strings turn white. The organ keys became like seashells under violet ballroom light. I leaned closer to the microphone. A woman whispered through the rust, "You have sung this song before me. Now the final verse is ours." I asked her where she learned my melody. She said underneath the pier. I asked her when she heard my singing. She said every missing year. Salt on the microphone, a voice inside the phone. Salt on the microphone, something wants to sing me home. Every word becomes a current, every breath becomes a stone. There is salt on the microphone. I am not singing alone. The salt climbed slowly to my fingers. Then it crossed the rings I wore. Tiny footprints formed along them, walking toward the western door. The microphone grew cold as winter. Every lamp became a moon. The woman underneath the water said, "You'll finish very soon." I saw my face inside the metal, older by 100 years. She opened both her eyes and smiled. Then the ballroom disappeared. Salt for the first song, salt for the last. Salt for the future, salt for the past. Salt for the singer who entered the sea. Salt for the woman who sounded follow it home. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. She sang beneath the waves. She sang before my birth. She knew the names of every song that never reached the earth. I heard her through the ballroom floor, between the bass and snare, a low and distant harmony that did not need the air. She followed every line I sang, but entered one beat soon. Her voice was older than the pier and colder than the moon. I pressed my ear against the boards, the ocean pressed below. She whispered, finish what I started in the winter long ago. She sang beneath the waves, where the drowned lights never fade. She sang beneath the waves, every note the ocean saved. No microphone could hold her, no wire could make her stay. She sang beneath the waves, and the black tide knew her name. The drummer stopped to hear her breathing, the organ lost its chord. The bass strings moved without a hand, the water touched the floor. I asked her who had left her there, she answered with a song. I asked her how long she had waited, she said, you took too long. Through the window far below us, a pale ballroom came to light. Tables stood beneath the water, dancers turned in blue and white. She sang beneath the waves, where the drowned lights never fade. She sang beneath the waves, every note the ocean saved. No microphone could hold her, no wire could make her stay. She sang beneath the waves, and the black tide knew her name. Became transparent, black water filled the frame. The woman stood beyond the threshold, wearing my face and name. She raised one hand toward the ballroom, I raised mine to the glass. Her fingers crossed through freezing water, mine followed where they passed. The band kept playing far behind me, the stage became the shore. She said, there is no final chorus, there is only one song more. She was the first voice, I was the last. She was the future, I was the past. She held the low note, I held the high. Both became silence when the tide reached the sky. She sang beneath me, the dancers came back.
Left water on the wood. She tested one forgotten microphone. The microphone said good.
No owner held the key, no worker raised the gates till the ballroom opened at 12 minutes after 8.
The ballroom opened again. The ballroom opened again.
Bring the dead lights up. Let the black tide in.
The ballroom opened again.
No beginning and no end. Every song they buried found a body in the band.
The ballroom opened again. The ballroom opened again.
Lock the county road. Let the night begin. 100 figures filled the tables. None had entered through the door. Women wore their hair like photographs. Men wore medals from the war. One young couple danced together, though their faces held no skin. Every time the snare struck harder, more forgotten guests came in. The singer asked the room who called us. Every glass began to ring. From behind the western curtain, someone answered, "You must sing." No owner held the key, no worker raised the gate. Still the ballroom open for the ones who came too late.
The ballroom opened again. The ballroom opened again.
Bring the dead lights up. Let the black tide in.
The ballroom opened again.
No beginning and no end. Every song they buried found a body in the band.
The ballroom opened again. The ballroom opened again.
Lock the county road. Let the night begin. The east door open to the highway. The south door open to the sea. The north door led into the ballroom. The west door led to memory. The singer tried the eastern doorway. She returned from western light. Every exit crossed the dance floor. Every road returned to night.
The ballroom opened again. The ballroom opened again.
Bring the dead lights up. Let the black tide in.
The ballroom opened again.
Now the ocean knows our names. Every song they buried has returned. only files, only the sound was real. They searched the union records, they searched the booking books. They asked the clubs in San Francisco, no one knew their looks. No license for the ballroom, no contract for the night, no photograph of any member taken underneath the light. The reel contained 10 separate songs, each voice was sharp and clear. But every time they said a name, the tape dissolved to air. No singer, no drummer, no bass player found, no organist remembered, only the underground sound.
The band left no names. The band left no names.
Only burned out amplifiers and a reel without a frame.
The band left no names.
No signatures, no claims. Every photograph went empty, only the music stayed the same.
The band left no names.
The tide erased the rest.
The band left no names.
The ocean kept their address. A club owner from Oakland said he heard them once before. A woman with a midnight voice and 3 men near the door. He booked them for a Thursday, they arrived on Friday night. They played a song called Black Coral, then disappeared before first light. He kept the contract in a safe, the paper had no ink. When he touched it near the shoreline, letters rose and began to sink. No singer, no drummer, no bass player found, no organist remembered, only that salt-damaged sound.
The band left no names. The band left no names.
Only burned out amplifiers and a reel without a frame.
The band left no names.
No signatures, no claims. Every photograph went empty, only the music stayed the same.
The band left no names.
The tide erased the rest.
The band left no names.
The ocean kept their address. Years later, one archivist found a notebook near the pier. Every page contained the set list, every title matched the reel. Beside each song a different year, 31, 42, 59. The final page said 1968 below it. Now it's your time. The archivist closed the notebook. Someone knocked beneath the floor. When he opened it the next morning, his own name was number 4. No names for the living, no names for the lost, no names for the people who paid the final cost. No names on the record, no names on the stone, no names for the band, but the music knew its own. The band lost singers. The coastline lost the night. The ocean took the footsteps. The reel held every light. At 7:12 that morning, a deputy crossed the stage. He found the tape machine still running, though the power lines were dead. The left reel turned much slower. The right reel gathered sound. Every song from midnight waited in the silence spinning round. He reached to stop the motor. A woman whispered, "Let it play." Then the meter rose from nothing. The room returned to yesterday. The final reel kept turning. The final red light burned. The band had crossed the water. The music had returned. The final reel kept turning, though no hands remained. Every groove of damaged plastic held the night inside its grain. The final reel kept turning. The ballroom faced the sea. The final reel kept turning, and it kept remembering me. Track 1 held the pier relighting. Track 2 held neon in the foam. Track 3 opened up the ballroom. Track 4 closed every road. Track 5 carried salt and breathing. Track 6 lost the mirrored wall. Track 7 held a drowned woman. Track 8 held footsteps in the hall. Track 9 erased every name. Track 10 began with empty air. Then the singer's voice returned. If you found us, leave us there. The final reel kept turning. The final red light burned. The band had crossed the water. The music had returned. The final reel kept turning, though no hands remained. Every inch of damaged ribbon held the night inside its grain. The final reel kept turning. The ballroom faced the sea. The final reel kept turning, and it kept remembering me. The deputy removed the recording. He wrapped it carefully in cloth. Before he reached the county highway, every dashboard light went off. The radio found one frequency. The singer spoke his name. Behind her voice, 4 instruments returned to the refrain. He drove north for 20 miles. The same pier rose ahead. He turned south and crossed the valley. The same neon letters burned red. At sunrise they found his cruiser parked beside the ballroom sign. On the seat the reel was turning. The clock read 12:09. The tape does not remember like a photograph remembers. It does not hold the people, it becomes them. The tape does not repeat like a record repeats. It waits for someone new to finish what it keeps. One voice enters, one voice leaves. 4 footprints reach the water. 5 return inside the reels. The final reel kept turning. The final red light burned. The band had crossed the water, but something else returned. The final reel the sea. The final wheel kept turning. Now it is turning you toward me. The final reel kept turning, no ending and no home. The ocean kept the bodies, the music came back alone. One step forward, two steps slow, three turns under violet glow. The mirrored wall ran floor to ceiling, clouded by a silver stain. Every dance across before it, none appeared inside the frame. A woman wore a green silk evening dress, a man wore navy blue. They turned beneath the chandelier, but glass showed only empty room. The singer watched them from the stage. She counted every pair. 100 bodies filled the ballroom. The mirror said no one was there. Turn once for the living, turn twice for the gone, turn 3 times slowly. Do not look when the lights come on. Dances without reflections, turning where the black tide calls. Dances without reflections, moving through the mirrored walls. No faces in the silver, no shadows on the floor. Dances without reflections, keep returning for one dance more. Dances without reflections, hold your partner through the night. When the music reaches silence, do not step into the light. The drummer saw his arms reflected, the bassist saw his hands. The singer saw the empty microphone and waves across the glass. The organ player saw a doorway standing open in the sea. Behind it danced another ballroom full of people yet to be. One reflection moved without a body, one woman crossed the pane. She wore the singer's black stage dress, she mouthed the final refrain. Turn once for the living, turn twice for the gone, turn 3 times slowly. The mirror has learned the song. Dances without reflections, turning where the black tide calls. Dances without reflections, moving through the mirrored walls. No faces in the silver, no shadows on the floor. Dances without reflections, keep returning for one dance more. Dances without reflections, hold your partner through the night. When the music reaches silence, do not step into the light. Dressed woman took my left hand, the navy man took my right. They led me toward the silver wall beneath the failing light. I felt no glass against my fingers, I felt no frame or floor. I heard the band continue playing from the other side of the mirror. One step forward, two steps slow, three turns under violet glow. When I turned to face the ballroom, my reflection did not show. Dances without reflections, turning where the black tide calls. Dances without reflections, now I'm moving through the walls. No face inside the silver, no shadow on the floor. Dances without reflections, I will dance with you once more. Midnight lit the broken sign. Black water climbed the pilings. No cars crossed the coastal line, but someone started smiling. The ballroom had been closed for years, its windows blind with salt. The county chained the western gate and blamed the winter storms. But on the 23rd of June at 12:07 sharp, the letters over Coral Pier began to glow through dark. A woman stood behind the glass, one hand around the wire. Her dress was black, her eyes were still, her microphone held fire. No tickets at the doorway, no footprints on the road. Still the amplifiers answered when the ocean struck the poles. Black Coral Pier, turn the ballroom lights on. Black Coral Pier, play until the night is gone. Let the spring reverb roll where the black waves disappear. There's a voice beneath the boardwalk calling everyone to Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier, keep the final channel clear. Black Coral Pier, something wants to hear. The drummer counted 1 through 4, a fifth beat rose below. The bass line moved beneath the floor where no musician stood. The farfisa filled the empty hall with violet, rust and gold. The dancers came without a sound, all dressed in clothes too old. The singer leaned toward the crowd, her voice was smoke and rain. Across the bay, the sleeping town could hear the first refrain. No names upon the posters, no band listed on the wall. Still 100 shadow dancers turned beneath the mirrored ball. Black Coral Pier, turn the ballroom lights on. Black Coral Pier, play until the night is gone. Let the spring reverb roll where the black waves disappear. There's a voice beneath the boardwalk calling everyone to Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier, keep the final channel clear. Black Coral Pier, something wants to hear. the tide change color at 12:43. The windows filled with water at 12:44. The singer closed her eyes at 12:45. The dancers lost their shadows at 12:46. The western door swung wide at 12:47. The ballroom faced the tide. Black Coral Pier, keep the ballroom lights on. Black Coral Pier, play though every road is gone. Let the spring reverb roll where the black waves disappear. Now the ocean stands inside us. Now we belong to Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier, keep the final channel clear. Black Coral Pier, the water's here. Purple letters, blackened foam. No one entered, no one went home. Black Coral Pier. Black Coral Pier. Morning found the ballroom open. Morning found the neon gone. Morning found 4 lines of footprints moving westward after dawn. The county men arrived at 7. Rain was hanging in the air. Every table stood in order. No musician waited there. The amplifier tubes were glowing. The organ held a fading tone. The microphone was white with salt. The reel continued on. 4 white paths crossed through the ballroom. 4 white paths descended stairs. 4 sets reached the final piling. No returning prints were there. 4 footprints after dawn, walking where the tide had gone. 4 footprints after dawn. No shoes, no names, no one. The ocean kept the answer. The ballroom kept the song. 4 footprints reached the water. Nothing else came back at dawn. 1 set matched the singer's boots. 1 set matched the drummer's size. 1 was narrow, 1 was heavy. All 4 ended with the tide. No bodies crossed the headland. No boats had left the bay. The Coast Guard searched until the evening. The footprints washed away. Inside the booth, the final record played a chorus, soft and low. A woman whispered through the statics, we did not leave alone. 4 footprints after dawn, walking where the tide had gone. 4 footprints after dawn. No shoes, no names, no one. The ocean kept the answer. The ballroom kept the song. 4 footprints reached the water. Nothing else came back at dawn. A photographer took 12 pictures. 11 showed the empty shore. The final frame showed 5 dark figures standing near the ballroom door. 4 were facing toward the ocean. 1 was facing toward the lens. Her dress was made of tangled seaweed. Her smile was wide and thin. The negative was locked in storage. By morning it had turned to black. Only 4 pale lines remained there. 4 lines never traveled back. One for the singer, one for the drum, one for the bass line, one for the organ, four for the music vibe, for the sea, four footprints after dawn. The fifth one followed me. Four footprints after dawn, walking where the tide had gone. Four footprints after dawn, the final reel played on. The ocean kept the answer, the ballroom kept the song. Four footprints reached the water, but the music carried on.